get so hot and.
But that's why you got oils and shit on your body. We are made out of reptiles and shit too. That's why we get ashy and our skin start to peel.
Yes, because my legs be looking like snake skin.
Like,
What?
like snakes and lizards and shit.
How they be shedding their
skin. They skin peel and they grow. But our skin be peeling is because that's our scales and shit. Like I said, we went through every, like, they had to mix a lot of different beings to get to where they at now. So we are the end result of being mixed with everything on this planet. You dig what I'm saying? That's what the positive and negative is about. It's about taking two genes and mixing them up. That's why you see in the hospital the two snakes rising up on the pole, the two angel wings at the top, with your energy rising up with the two snakes, which is really your DNA that they mixed with their DNA and made us. Because when you get to a heightened point, that point you could take that right there. Let me tell you something about that. You could take that. You could take that symbol right there from the hospital, the Blue Cross and stick it right there on the back of your back. And you have 32 vertebrae moving up your back. Right? But at the top of that vertebrae is one
your
more.
brain.
You have no. You see your brain is at the very top. You know what I mean? But at the like it's like a level or something, but there's one more and it's 33 vertebrae. And then it's the top level. The 33 vertebrae is the 33 degrees of Freemasonry that you got to rise up to become a Grandmaster Mason. There's nothing but the knowledge moving up. You dig what I'm saying? That's the snake right there. That's the snake that God told Eve not to eat from, because that was the snake of knowledge. That means that everything was based off of our knowledge of rising up. That wasn't a true story. You dig what I'm saying? That was a story with just telling you to overcome your lesser side so you can rise up there. You dig what I'm saying? You have to rise up that energy though. It's called the Kundalini energy. You know what I mean? It's stuck at the base of our backs, right here at the crack of our ass, right on the top. Right there on that top crack right there. That's where the spine starts at. And it's shaped right there, it's shaped like a crocodile head. That's why that's where we get the reptilian being and the mythology, you know what I mean, from that being like something real there. Like everything that we think about is all mythological. Everything.
I was watching this show that it was saying how your thoughts is absorbed by the universe and then it's brung back. Like
that's what I was saying about atoms.
Like if you being
think,
negative is going out and then you start getting irritated, like you drop your toothbrush and then it just keep going on and on.
It's just a recycle. Whatever you have a bad day and you know that you're having a bad day and you say
it's going to keep happening.
Because you're manifesting it. You acknowledging that. Like that's why somebody say, "Oh, I spoke somebody up."
And here they come.
Yeah. Because you made that person come to you.
And some people say, the speak of the devil.
They probably just thought about you out of nowhere because you was calling that person to you. You dig what I'm saying?
So how about the other day?
Because me and Corner always do that.
But I tried to talk to Franklin through my mind.
Don't try to do it.
And I laughed at her because I was like, what?
You still at a low level because you keep saying what you're trying to do, though. Don't try to do nothing. Let's do it. Go ahead and get it done.
Really about to go home and try it now. Be over.
Nope, don't say nothing.
No, but I really did it. And I was like, Franklin, can you hear me? He didn't say anything.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to say? Yeah. What you want?
That's because English is a broken language, though. Of everything that was ever, like, everything we speak is grammar. That's why we learn English in grammar school. You dig what I'm saying? But the grammar is a rule book of witchcraft. That's why you see in a lot of movies they got witchcraft books and shit like that. That's grammar. That's grammar. It's called the grimoire books. Did you ever see what's the three sisters and they was witches and they was trying to chase out the grimoire? Not Hocus Pocus. The other one, Charmed.
I'll say it's not practical magic.
Yeah, that's our movie.
I love practical magic.
Charmed. That's the grimoire. You dig what I'm saying? Everything is grammar, so everything we speak and we're creating.
I wish I could teleport.
You can. That's where Dragon Ball Z come from. When Goku, he touched that head right here, and he was wherever he touched, pow! He just went there. He was like, all right, y'all, pew! And his body went like this, and he went where the fuck he was going at. That's meditation, though. You can only get there through meditation right now because physically, like why would you leave your physical, like. The only way you could do that is if you make a UFO and go there. That's why we make UFOs. Because we knew that in a UFO ain't nothing but shaped like the middle. That's what the pineal gland is shaped like that right there. Pow. That's what a UFO is. So when we looking up and see these lights and shit in the sky and all this other type of shit like that, that is an expansion of our consciousness. Now when we look up in the sky and see silver discs and shit like that, that's somebody in them motherfuckers. And they come in here to view us, to spy on us, to do
and become
shit.
us.
No, not even become us. They are telling us how to evolve where they know we can evolve at. See, all of those other beings that was fighting for us to stay at this level, they had a truce. You dig what I'm saying? So they was like, we ain't gonna fuck with them. We ain't gonna go back to that planet right now. We're gonna go back to our planet and shit like that, because they knew that every planet has an orbit. So they was turning their planets into spaceships. So in the center of every planet is hollow, but they was taking the center of their planet and it's a spaceship now. So you could push a button, you could go into an orbit of another solar system, and you'll be in their solar system, and you going like that. You dig what I'm saying? That's what's happening at that physical level with the UFOs and shit like that. So there's certain people, they talking about people getting abducted and people doing shit like that and getting probed and shit like that. I mean, certain people is getting abducted and shit like that, but that's only when you manifest that energy to be though. You can manifest your energy if you like some shamans and shit has talked about like UFOs coming to pick them up and made them into homosexuals though. Then probed them and fucked them with the tools and shit and went inside of them and put chips in them and all this other type shit. But at the same time, it's like, if you know what's going on, why is not a bigger story than that? You dig what I'm saying?
Because people like, not gonna listen to it.
People is not trained to listen to it, and people don't care to listen to it though. Motherfuckers don't care.
I listen to stuff like that. I find it interesting.
But you can't talk to this about everybody.
True.
Look at you
like what?
Like,
something's wrong with them.
See, like I was telling niggas, man, there you go with that Feezoid shit, man. I'm trying to tell y'all niggas, man, for real. That nigga be looking at some wild shit, man. That nigga Lil Lonnie, man, he a wild nigga. No, I ain't no wild nigga, man. I seen some shit in my life, cuz. You understand me? I seen UFO. I seen that shit, me and my man Low.
Yeah, I remember that story you told me.
Motherfucking near the road, man, coming back, man, chilling and shit, man. You know what I mean? Probably saying what music do or something, man. But we was out there, because I was managing a group at the time. So we out VA, we coming back through VA, coming back into Maryland and shit. On near the road, man, on Branch Avenue, and right there at that light. Before Crash Hill, man, we tried to go. We tried to go in the car. But when we tried to go in the car, we look up. When we look up, we see a motherfucking, man, a green light. Now, our light had turned green by this time. It's time for us to go now, so we try and go. But while we looking up, we also see a green light. Like the light was changing with our light. You dig what I'm saying? But it was closer. Shit, it wasn't like no big ass joint in the air or nothing like that. It was probably like this big, and you could see it up over Curtis Hill though. You know what I'm saying? It was a green light. Man, we watching this joint. Lowe's was like, son, look at the fuck is that joint? But it was pulsating though. That was the thing. It was like it was white in the center, and around it was green. Like if you push it. A plasma TV and you could see your finger right. That's what it looked like, but it was green though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, that shit crazy. I'm just looking at that shit like that shit crazy, right? Man, we looking at the joint whole time. I like green to go. We trying to go now because we following it now. The joint starting to move across Branch Avenue, across the highway now. You know what I'm saying? And while it's moving, it's turning into yellow now. The joint is turning into yellow. He was like, son. So we trying to follow the joint in the car is not moving. I said, oh my fucking God, man. The car we trying to go, then motherfucker was like, when he didn't have the motherfucker in park. Okay? Man, that motherfucker was like, I was like, son. And he was trying to turn the wheel and shit like that. Man, that motherfucker, he turned the wheel to the left. He turned the wheel to the left because we was in the right lane. He turned the wheel to the left and whipped. It was like we was in the force field. He turned the wheel to the left and cut back around the side. When he cut back around the side, the UFO was at the apartments right here on the right-hand side of the road, right? Over top of the gas station. Man, that motherfucker, just imagine if you got something in the middle of your hands and you clap your hands together.
And it just go in.
And it drip like you melted some wax. You know, like some plastic.
Like a little...
Not like an egg. I'm about to tell you. Do you know how you like melt some plastic and it drip and you can watch the fire drip off of it? Man, well the motherfucking the sky closed up like the sky. Each side on the back of my hand is the sky. In between right here is the UFO. It went like this. It closed, the sky closed up on the UFO like
and
this.
It just dripped down.
And it dripped a light. Pop, man, I think the motherfucking joint was dematerializing to go into hyper speed though. You know what I'm saying? Because that motherfucker blinked out. It like blinked like pop, and I was like, oh my fucking goodness. You watch the sky close up on something. Like the sky closed, like if someone was in the sky.
Like it brought it in. It opened and then took it in and closed
it. Just went like this. Pop. Just the sky. All this around right here is the sky. All of this. The UFO is in between my fingers. It just went like this. Pop and the drip.
Wow.
And then, man, Los was like, man, did you fucking see that shit? But when we was watching it, when the junk was green, it looked like you seen like a black line in it though. Like you probably seen a person in it though. It was like a black line in it though. You know what I'm saying?
Like just standing in it or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, when you told me in Quanta that, our mouth was wide open.
Man, that shit was
the
wildest shit.
What about the one that you saw with? Didn't you see one with Alexis at the monument or something?
Yeah, we was going past the monument. There's a red light down there on the monument and shit, like whatever type of jump, probably for the planes or something down there to fly over. But it's a red blinking light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
You can watch it going down the jump. So I'm watching the red blinking light. And I look over to the right. I see airplanes going. I see airplanes coming from this way, airplanes coming that way. But in between them two airplanes, you see the whole sky light up. The whole motherfucking between the sky lit up. From a center point though, it was like a bright ass light in the middle, and around it the whole sky lit up like it was lightning. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a stormy day. It wasn't none of that type of shit. It wasn't no storm. It wasn't no clouds or nothing. The whole sky just lit up, man. When the sky lit up, I looked and seen what the fuck lit the sky up. Man, by the time I look at Alexis, I'm already in tears. Like my energy has risen up to the level as though I'm having a Holy Ghost moment though, because I felt the jump call me. It was like, look up. I heard some whisper say, look up. Man, we were just driving. She was driving and shit, and I'm in the passenger. She be talking and shit like that, and something just said, look up. And I look, man, and seeing that bright ass flash, and what was in the center was like an orb though. You know what I'm saying? And it was similar to the light when it dripped. You know what I'm saying? And shit. But it was like it had just dripped to get out of there. You know what I mean? And shit like that. But it lit the whole sky up by this time, so it probably had more force, or it was a different type of craft, though. You know what I'm saying? Man, that shit was crazy as a motherfucker. So by the time I'm looking at her, she looking at me like, oh, shit, like I seen that too. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. Like, she don't talk about shit like that because she probably don't know how nobody gonna take it, like she crazy or something. But niggas know what they saying out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen that shit, though. But also, we are expanding ourselves. See, everything above is below. You dig what I'm saying? So we come from a different type of solar system, from the Sirius constellation. You know what I mean? So the Sirius constellation is shaped in the 3 stars in the same shape as the 3 glands that's in our brain that we can evolve from. It's in the same exact shape, because that's where we're from. And that's why in Egypt, at the top, and Giza, they made them 3 pyramids right there to reflect that. So as above shall be below. You dig what I'm saying? So we came from that solar system and we came here. You know what I mean? And man, the thing is, that planet is sending us an energy through the sun. Pew, pew, and it's coming straight to us. And we have to tap into that energy though. We have to tap into it. If we not tapping into it, then niggas just doing other shit like eating motherfuckers' faces and doing wild shit like that. Don't have nothing to do with bath salt.
The man,
bath salt ain't nothing but just another.
They tried to say it's coming from
his intestines out and started eating in front of the police.
Nah, he cut the
dude
open and grabbed his intestines and threw it.
Yeah.
That's what he did. He threw that.
They try to say that that's coming from them sniffing bath salt.
It don't have nothing to do with bath salts. This motherfuckers is not evolving to another level, so these demons is having to field day now. I'm gonna do all of this, cause they don't have physical bodies.
Right.
They just feeding off
just
of our fear. That's where
energy.
vampires come from. Vampires are real. They're not real people. They are real beings because they feeding off of our fear. They sucking off our blood. That's what the story is about. Every movie is real, man. Every horror movie, every Hellraiser, whatever, all that shit real, man. All of that shit is about how you perceive something. Whatever you think that motherfucker to be, that's what it's gonna be. If you think a nigga is a cruddy nigga, he gonna be a cruddy nigga. If you try to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, man, he ain't a cruddy nigga, cause well, if he is a cruddy nigga,
he would have did just then.
No. At least he this type of nigga and take care of his family and all that, but he still be smoking niggas. Like, you always gonna give a nigga a benefit of the doubt. That's what you gonna think for him to be. If not, if he just a cruddy nigga, he gonna be a cruddy nigga. Fuck him, that's what he is. Stay in that mind state, you know what I'm saying? Know better. You dig what I'm saying? Don't be trying to think. Or if you do think and know how that person is a cruddy person and a good person, just understand both sides and know how to play it. You dig what I'm saying? it's a way to find a common ground in everything though, and I see God in everything. When I look at each one of y'all, I see God. But God is a structure of a geometric shape though. That's what God is, a geometric shape. G. That's why it's a G in the symbol of the Freemason sign for Grandmaster Mason. That just represents God. Because everything is made from a shape. Everything. Like our bodies ain't nothing but stars. If you put our arms out, you see that's a star right there. Niggas getting 5 stars and I'm a 5-star chick and all this other type of shit. You don't even know why you doing that shit. Your energy is calling you and you don't even know why. It's subconscious. You dig what I'm saying? 5 stars is the 5 dimensions that we talked about earlier that we coming into now. So now this 5th dimension, we about to cross through a rack of different dimensions now. I think we probably might be in the 4th or 5th right now though.
We're in the 4th.
Man, a lot of people, but you don't know that for sure. You will know when you get to that point and see what you in though, because there are levels. There are levels. For every level of consciousness is a different mind state. It's a different meditation. It's a high level of meditation. You know what I mean? You start talking to elders and you start seeing monks and shit. You might can go and touch the moon with your fucking finger and your body is sitting right here in your house. And you know what you done did. You right here. You see that as the moon is only shown on one side. They never show the back of the moon. The moon don't spin like the earth do. The moon stay like this and it moves around the earth just like this. And you never see the other side of the moon. You never see the back of that. On the back side of that moon is fucking, they have nations up there, pyramids. They got people living up there. It's people living there. People is living there though.
That's crazy.
They've been living there for thousands of years. The moon it wasn't even a real thing. The moon is new.
They do say it's life on the moon and on Mars and stuff.
The moon is life on every planet because every planet is hollow. So every being, like, don't nobody live on the surface. Somebody live in the sun too. The sun is not a gas ball giant. It's a planet that has an energy around it, and it's a hot ass energy. Every planet has the opportunity to become a sun. Every planet will become a sun. You dig what I'm saying? But I think the planet that we came from and shit like that, and the Beru, the planet X, the 10th planet, and shit like that came from that constellation though, that other constellation, man. When that jump came into our solar system now though, like that's what people was talking about, these beings is coming from and all this other, this 10th planet, what is this 10th planet, what is this red giant, what is this thing, what are these Anunnaki and reptilian beings and the Illuminati and all that shit. We are the Illuminati, we are the light ones, you know what I mean? So when the Anunnaki came, when these different beings came, these were the same beings from these different planets that I said that had the understanding of how to do genetic manipulation. We learned it. Like, fuck it, we could do it too. So we started making our own shit. All these animals you see now, it wasn't the same animals that was here back in the day. And we were tall as shit. We were giants.
Now damn animals damn near as big as us.
It was 2 beings on this planet. It was a tall being and it was a midget. The Twa people took care of all the plants and everything. Like that's why you have fairies and shit. This is real. This shit really happened. When you look at the Celtic movies and showing leprechauns and all this shit and magical shit, that shit really happened. That magic shit and all that ain't nothing but science, sorcery. You know what I mean? You could mix different shit. I could turn this motherfucker, the metal from that made this paint into gold. You dig what I'm saying? That shit that you can do with your mind and shit like that. That's what all them movies and shit. That's why the leprechaun had a pot of gold and with the colors of the rainbow. The colors of the rainbow were nothing but the 7 levels. From this wood piece up to the top of this head, is 7 different glands. Each one of those glands is a different chakra. That's when you raise that snake energy up and to the top. That's what that's about. And it's 7. For every gland, it's a different color. You dig what I'm saying? So we can only see through 7 spectrums of light because we only have 7 glands in line us up with their energy. God made the earth and the moon and shit in 7 days. Everything is based off of numbers. Once you start to get your numbers right, then you can start being able to make shit what it is. That's why I see God in everything. I look at everybody as numbers and symbols. You dig what I'm saying? Angles and shit. Right angles, whatever. I look at everybody as angles and shit like that. Like I don't see people as people no more because we're just a consciousness now. Like, however the general motherfuckers think, that's like anything that could happen. Like the World Trade Center. When people, man, when we was watching that shit and the whole fucking planet stopped and just recognized what was happening, we wasn't even seeing the other shit that was happening on the back end. It was shit that was happening. That was a shadow or something to put in front of us so when you can see what was happening on the back end. Niggas getting sneaky money. Niggas was putting motherfucking insurance policies and shit on the motherfucking World Trade Center weeks and shit before it blew up. Just in case it blow up, we're gonna make $20 billion. And they did it. And them same niggas own the record labels and shit like that we signed to right now. They are the bank accounts. Like when you sign to a record label, you just sign into a bank. You sign to Wells Fargo or Bank of America or something.
Because that's how you get your money.
They give you advance. You get your advance money. If you want to take an advance, you get advance. They give you your advance money. You get your advance money. That shit say, well, you know, we might gotta work with Lil Wayne, or we might gotta work with somebody. They charge like $15,000 to get on the track. But it depends on what label you sign with. Because if you sign on the same label as that artist, then it might set something up for it to be a cheaper price. Or, you know what I'm saying? Nigga gonna get his money though. You know what I mean? Or he might do it for free if you fuck with you. You know what I mean? Ooh. Right. But you know what I mean, with that record label shit, they give you an advance. So everything that you do, it's gonna turn into a motherfucking it's gonna turn into them taking money out that advance money. So say for example, if I get signed to a label and a nigga give me $1 million right now for advance money, all bucks they gonna want money. They signing me as a brand. They signing Feezoid as a name. We signing Feezoid. We not signing Feezoid. You know what I'm saying? That's signing Feezoid, the brand. So everything I put that name on, they want money from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I put Feezoid on shirts and shit like that, come on. We want 20%. Let me get some of this. Oh, what you got Feezoid on lighters and grinders or whatever, or on statues, on Kundalini or whatever you want to put on pyramids and shit. We want money from everything. We want money from Feezoid. That's the new type of labels that niggas are signing now. Then the new type of record deal niggas are signing now. But then at the same time, niggas is also getting signed for like millions of dollars though. You know what I'm saying? And they staking like, say for example in the studio, you go to another nigga's studio, they gonna charge you a separate price to record it and to mix that track. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas charge, man, for a good mix, baby, you could be looking at anywhere from $50 nigga all the way up to thousands of dollars though for a good mix. So however many times you go to the studio and that producer or that engineer came from that record label, they gonna take money out there. So now you ain't even got no money now. Now you probably got like, you probably just spent like on one single, you probably just spent like $2,000 to get that song done. One song, one song. That's $2,000 per song. Now you got 15 songs on your album. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, that's subtracting out that $100,000 that they gave you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why you gotta go out here and grind and do shows and shit like that. You gotta do that because that's all the money the label got you. So you gotta do your own shows and get your own money. You dig what I'm saying? But that's only if you own your own name and the regular label sign a deal with, so you can make all your own money, and they just make money from physical copies, man. So you know what I mean? You make all your money from downloads, or you make all your money from whatever.
Album sales and all that.
That's physical copies. The album sales is what the label used to just get money from.
True.
Now they getting money from the name now, not just the recording of what you
right.
say. You know what I'm saying? It goes down to copyright. It breaks all the way down, but at the same time, niggas just gotta know how to maneuver in this new game. See, these record execs, they don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
Because all they know is they have a goal. The goal goes to a higher, like whoever told the highest motherfucker what it is, we ain't gonna never touch that highest motherfucker. Niggas talking about the Illuminati and all that. Man, the Illuminati, man, the real Illuminati, who they talking about, we ain't gonna never touch them or see them or see the niggas in the motherfucking camera, man. These niggas
they undercover.
Man, these niggas have amount of money that you can't even think possible because they printing the money.
Wow. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna ever touch them. You think these ghetto ass niggas from the hood gonna join some motherfucker or call them like that?
No.
Nah. They found out the ancient knowledge and knew that everything came from us anywhere. So why not wear this? You dumb. You not hip yet. So you just gonna say this is evil. There's no such thing as evil. There's no such thing as the devil or Satan or none of that shit never happened. You have to have a balance with good. That's it. You got a conscience. You got the good.
And a real party.
Yeah. You got the
yes, baby.
You're making it clap with everything.
Yay!
Man.
Oh, man.
What you laughing for, girl? You real sleep.
But you know, I think it's weird.
You got the devil on one side, you got the angel on one side. Don't do this, don't do that. That ain't nothing but the positive and negative balance, man. Whatever you think it's for it to be, that's you thinking. You know what I'm saying? If you think for it to be this, that's what it's gonna be. If you think for it to be that, that's what it's gonna be. Change your perception, change reality, man. Change your fucking reality. Because once you change your perception, once you change how you look at shit and perceive shit, that's gonna change how you view everything as a whole. The world, yourself. You know what I mean? When you meditate, man, and really start to get into that energy, you feel everything is one. You really start feeling your blood flowing through your body, and it sounds like the ocean. You dig what I'm saying? And then you really be at the ocean, like your blood, like this shit is beautiful, man. That shit beautiful, bro. Everybody don't want to get to that level, but then they start getting like, we gonna get to a point like Hancock, though. That's why they came out with that Hancock movie. It's been a black superhero, like a black man doing all this wild shit. This shit is real. All the Captain Americas and the Incredible Hulk and all that, each one of them people were people that was made at one particular point in time, and they probably still live in somebody's fucking laboratory or some shit right now. Like X-Men and all that shit, mutants and shit really exist. Them niggas live in probably an island somewhere that ain't nobody been at before. Like, we never explored the whole entire planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's shit down there in that water because the pressure of the water is fucking you up, though. The deeper you go, the more water is above you, so it's crushing your body like it did a UFO. That's how.
Because it be some crazy stuff in the ocean.
But the deeper you go down,
like
the less
that movie, The Abyss, or is it The Abyss or Sphere? One of the two.
Shit, all the movies talking about some shit like that. All of them. Damn.
What? Baby.
Oh, my bad.
What? Got them joints on. Got them joints on.
But I think it's weird how I went to like all these churches. I never caught the Holy Ghost. I went to this one church, and and I've been going there for a while. This Spanish man comes in the church and starts talking to me. And I caught the Holy Ghost from him. I don't know what he was talking about, but he was talking to me in his language.
How you caught the Holy Ghost? What happened?
It was like, he was like,
What led up to that point? What was happening in the church? What was your energy like? What were you singing?
Okay. So I was just listening to the lady talk.
The details.
Yeah. I was listening to the pastor talk, and I was just sitting there
What the pastor
like.
was talking about?
She was talking about how.
It was a woman.
Yeah. She was talking about how it was like the world is crazy and.
Okay, and then you was like understanding her?
No, I was just like sitting there.
Oh.
So then she was like, "This is our pastor guest, and he's coming in here, you know, just to talk to you." He was just talking in his language, and a girl, his daughter was being his what's that called, translator. So they was doing that.
I didn't know that was his daughter.
Because he said that's his daughter.
In Spanish or in English?
And he said it in his language, and she said it.
But you understood what they were saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, she was his translator.
How you know that was his daughter, though?
Because she was like, when she came in church, she was like, "I'm the daughter," and then his wife, and then his kids, the whole family was there. So then, all I know is he was like, she was talking, she was like, "God bless this young lady." Yeah.
Okay.
She was saying what he was saying in his language.
Why they said to you? Was they calling people up in church to say who's the new people of the church or something?
No, he just directly started talking to me.
As he was coming down the aisle?
No, when he got up there.
Oh, and where was you sitting?
He was about to, the lady was like, "This is how," the lady was like, "He's about to say a word to y'all. This is our guest." He gets directly up there and starts talking. He looked directly at me and starts talking.
Okay.
And so all I know, she was like, you know.
You called him to you, though. You made him look
through
at
your
you.
mind.
Yeah, you made him look at you, and he knew that though. That's why he was the spirit, whatever energy level that he was on, that he prayed to and meditated to, because that's what you do for real. When you pray, you talking to God.
Oh man.
When you pray, you talk to God. When you meditate, you listen to God. But God is nothing but the person inside you that's a heightened energy, though. That's all it is. So once you tap into that, you will become God now. So now you're not looking at, I'm still praying to God. There's lesser gods that help you, though. Those are the gods. Like, niggas be talking about saying angels and shit like that. Those are gods. Those are the people that help us to get to where we need to go. Gabriel and all the rest of them. You know what I mean? and shit like that.
Because he started talking.
But the thing is, though.
Shut up.
Woo-wee.
But what I'm saying?
That's woo-wee.
Oh man, my head.
Yeah. Oh, everybody sleepy? Oh, y'all watch the schedules. I don't know what's But anyway, though, man. What you was saying, though?
He started talking and she was like, God, please help this young lady. And from that point on, I blacked out. And I started getting this feeling. Like, this feeling was rushing from my toes to the top of my head. And I was, like, real happy. Like, I was so happy. And I could not talk. Like,
happy like what?
Like, I don't know. I just felt so peaceful.
Oh, it was you was joyous of how peaceful you were.
Yeah. And so then I started talking. And then I started screaming. And I could not stop screaming.
What, you was screaming, like, hollering at somebody?
Like, screaming, like, yelling to the top of my lungs. And I could not stop. And then I started crying.
Crying like what?
Like, all my problems went away.
Oh, you were releasing something while you were crying, like, like you were releasing. Oh yeah, yeah. But you called him to you though. But the thing is though, there's so many. Like it's people sitting right here right now that we can't see. That's around us right now. But they not people though. They're like when you see ghosts and shit on TV and shit like that. Those not like what's sitting around us and shit like that. We have like orbs and actual energy around us right now. When you see those the figures of the people and shit like that, like the silhouettes and shit of the ghosts and shit like that,